first and 10. Here's Wentz. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Past the 20.
Showtime today, baby.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 78 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. He's going to launch this thing right downfield. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try to draw Lindsay, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this one's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
And goal to go.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
Philip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Brendan McMahon.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Yards on the pickup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Lindsay. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Slings one that's incomplete. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
1st and
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. They open, it's Moss complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 22-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wentz now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
14-10. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
There's a line complete to his running back right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31-yard
gain on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go play action with Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll find Lindsey here. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Muse with it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was brought down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Carried by number 27.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At the 38-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Now Wentz on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. Damon Arnett on the coverage.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson will throw again. He's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
23 yards. First down, Denver.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know
are some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They go play action now. Jackson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And a Broncos first down.
Lindsey on the toss left. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
The Bronco ball.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Lindsey. And some room to work. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 46.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught over the middle by Moss. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
2-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game at 20 all.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run to Howard. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Lindsey. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. second down and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
Gronkowski.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Broncos.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Another run by Lindsey. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Denver.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson will keep it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. So on 4th and goal, Howard unable to get there. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Chubb on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, wide open, complete. He's at the 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The extra point by Carlson up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. He's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, Denver.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in, and he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
He was brought down at the 26.
We got a plane to catch.
A gain of a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
39-yard line.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Las Vegas, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.